Lord forgive me for this trap shit. Sergeant Smack making backflip. Telly Hank with the action. With the Vato speaking Spanish. Frank Matthews, how I vanish. Poof. Came back like I'm King Tut. Gold BBS is on a beamer. When Fat Cat was 10 queens up. Ball off the profit, not the re-up. Fly like Puerto Rican Jesus. Uptown like I'm Baby May. Just caught a touchdown from the Bay.
That's my word. I never read the Bible in my life. I don't even know how I know that. Oh my God, leave that.
Church mass, reverse the crash, reverse the blast and reverse the car, reverse the day, and there you are, Bob-A-Lob. Lord forgive them, we all have sinned, but Bob's a good dude, please let him in.
Told me everything I knew, man. His father, Mr. Burke, the OG. Love you, Mr. Burke.
Right, that's it. Now we go.
I'm gonna say, Bob-A-Lob named me Big Face Gary in 1991 and never left me. I met good brother like this, Frank, his He loved me. He came to bail me out for 10,000. We had the money already. Yeah. He came to the block with the money. He came to bail him out, but we already bailed him out. So this is a special day for me. Without Bob, I would have knew none of these dudes. I was a corny kid. I was a corny kid with the Catholic school. He learned me how to run around. He learned me how to be a man. So this is Bob-A-Lob, man. Never forgotten, man. That's my brother, man. I love you, Bob.
You know, just addressing what went on with Biggs' brother, Bob. You know, it's a tragic situation. He's the first immediate friend that I ever lost in that way. And I feel f***ed up because I'm 32 years old and now I'm starting to lose friends. And when things do happen, it not only affects the person that got hurt, it affects their families and their friends. So I'm definitely in a degree of pain, and we're all here to support Biggs on every level because he did lose his brother. I lost a friend. Everybody handles death different. I've personally been through it, you know, in a very big way. So I know what he's going through. And, you know, I never forget about the memory of anybody. And I never, like, try to ease the pain.
I got probably a little after midnight, my nephew's birthday was the night before. So we were just celebrating the birthday, I think we're at Benihana's. And then said he was going out, and then my sister called and said the police came to her door and told her that he was killed, shot 9 times. So yeah, to this day we still don't know what happened, what it was. That was back in 2003. So, you know, still a painful thing, especially for the family, myself.
When asked what song off the now classic Jay-Z Black album really moved you, in the 2018 interview, Kareem Biggs Burke would say, quote, "The song I was probably most moved by was Lucifer. I wasn't around the whole time of the Black album because my brother just got killed. Lucifer, the last verse, was actually about my brother Bob. It's so funny because a lot of people today say that's one of their favorite songs, but they don't understand who he's talking about. They love the beat. They love how Jay's flowing on it, but I don't know if they really understand the lyrics. So if you don't, let me try to guide you through it. Yo, Shay's Popalot. Salute the almighty MOBB. This is an NYC story. We headed uptown with it. When Rockefeller Records broke up 10 years ago in 2013 for reasons that are still being rumored over. Some people would claim it was a situation over Aaliyah. Others would say it was due to the fact that Cameron was given a presidential role while Jay-Z was on vacation. Some would merely point to jealousy, but with the nearly 30-year run that the label would put together, being founded in 1994, I don't know if I'm going as far as Dame to say that they were the biggest dynasty in hip-hop, but I might go as far to say that they were the most talented, with guys like Jay-Z, Kanye West, Beanie Siegel, Cameron, at one time gracing the roster. And just like anything else that's being built or put together, it takes pieces. And without the person that we're covering today, it's quite possible that without him, we wouldn't even know about Rockefeller. And that person that I'm talking about is going to be the brother of one of the co-CEOs, Robert Bob-A-Lob Burke. And like I referenced earlier, Bob will be immortalized on Jay-Z's Black album on a song titled Lucifer, with Jay-Z starting off the third verse saying, "I have dreams of holding a 9mm to Bob's killer." But long before Bob would help to put one of the final pieces together for the Rockefeller dynasty, he was a somebody in the city, and especially Harlem. With New York City, just like almost every other urban city these days, going through gentrification, I'm sure you can find a good party, but it ain't going to be nothing like it was during them times when Harlem was pretty much being ran by drug/party crews like the same gang that would include guys like D. Ferg and Gene Deal, or the NFL crew from 139th Street, and crews like the X-Men and 40 Wolves. But one of the most memorable crews to stand out at that time was going to be a group called Best Out from right around 141st and Lenox, 142nd and Lenox, that would go on to include guys like Dame Dash, Kareem Biggs Burke, Claudie B, Kurt, CeeLo Ice, just so many guys to name. And Robert Bob-A-Lob Burke would be a huge part of that movement. One quote online about the legendary Best Out crew would read, "Before Rockefeller, they were pushing rocks together." In interviews describing the crew of guys, former Rockefeller CEO Dame Dash would describe them as some young dudes that was just looking to have fun. But don't get it fucked up, they was getting to the money. Though they would be enemies at places like the world-renowned Rucker Park during the early days of the legendary EBC tournament in the late 1980s, Bob and legendary New York hustler Kevin Childs was actually very close. The two were so close, in fact, that Bob was actually one of the 21 people that would be indicted for conspiracy along with Kevin Childs. And it's my personal belief that it's guys like Bob and several other people that went down on that conspiracy with Kevin Childs that helped him gain the stand-up reputation that he has now. Because unlike conspiracies of today, where 20 people would get indicted and half of them would turn state's witness, on that specific conspiracy, out of the 21 people, only one person would go on to cooperate, and that would be a guy by the name of Charles Allen Brown. And y'all know, we definitely don't want to leave guys like that out of the history. Court documents would show that Bob served about 18 months on that conspiracy. But years later, at the time of his death, the Daily News couldn't help but pointing out that his arrest record would show numerous drug charges. And growing up in New York City, being born in the early 1970s, coming into adolescence in the mid to late 1980s, just like a lot of people that look like him, he would fall victim to the crack era. And looking at the situation in totality, it would be two events in his life that would pretty much make Rockefeller Records possible. The first being him introducing his younger brother Biggs to 1/3 of the hierarchy to Rockefeller Records, Dame and Dash. The second being the iconic battle in the Bronx in the mid-1990s between Jay-Z and DMX. And it would be documented that it was only after that battle where Jay-Z was said to hold his own, and some people would go on to call a tie between the two icons, where Bob and Biggs would look to invest and provide financial support to Rockefeller Records. And you would see sprinkles of him along Rockefeller's rise to meteoric fame. He could be seen in the Song Cry video, sitting next to Jay-Z. He would play a part in one of the most memorable scenes from the 2002 rock film production Paid in Full, where he would be riding shotgun with Dame Dash, as Dash would explain to Mitch that nobody was making more money than him in Harlem. And in an interview, Kevin Childs would go on to say himself that it would be Bob-A-Lob's death on September 6, 2003, shortly after he would be released from prison, to convince him to stay out of the game. Only 33 at the time of his death, Bob would be sitting in a car where he would be shot multiple times on Sedgwick Avenue in the University Heights section of the Bronx at around midnight. He would be able to pull off after the shooting, but would eventually crash into another car, ultimately losing his life. Now, y'all make sure y'all hit the red bell and subscribe button right under this video so y'all know when this real trill spill shit is dropping. Y'all get in the comment box below. Y'all let me know where we need to go, who we need to cover, what I missed, what I got wrong, all of that. Y'all already know to hit me directly. Instagram, Twitter, POP_A_LOT. And until the next trip, y'all know how we run it. Salute the almighty mob.